Welcome back to another special edition of the Power Ranking NHL by your coach, Coach Frenchy. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, Coach Frenchy, back in the house for what? Another great Power Ranking NHL. And who is going to be number one this week? Is it the same thing like last week? Who is number 31? Who is your ranking of your favorite team? That's what we're going to see and learn in the next couple of minutes. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, we would like to invite you, don't forget, every day, Monday to Friday, we have a special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show live at 11 o'clock Eastern Time with Coach Frenchy as the host and the co-host Michael DeVillano. So don't forget, and also finally I want to invite you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show. That's it. We have to go and diving right away. Who is number 31 this week is, for the first time, the New Jersey Devils. Our number 31, they are really bad stretch right now. They lost the last 6 games. They are 0-4-0 last week. We know at the trade deadline, they trade Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac for the New York Islanders. And right now, I believe they are on the mode, the mindset of rebuilding again this team. And they have a lot of young players like Jack Hughes and Nico Urshire. And I think that team's going to be great, but we take a patient right there. Number 30, Anaheim Ducks. Another team struggle. Whatsoever, they have a better team, a better week, 2-2-0. I don't feel like they are doing very well overall this year. They are the bottom of the West Division. We know, during the year they have a couple injuries. John Gibson now just a little bit back, but I think at the end of the day, they have a good week last week, and we have to celebrate this for the jump from 31 to 30 this week. So the next team at number 29, the Los Angeles Kings. They play only two games this week because of the COVID-19 with the Colorado Avalanche. They have a 0-2-0. They dropped from 28 to 29. It's a team right now. We know already they are going to be a seller at the trade deadline. They trade Jeff Carter to the Pittsburgh Penguins last week. At that moment, they just tried to improve and develop the young players over there, and I think that's the right way to do it. The number 28, very bad weeks for them, the worst for the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you. 0-4-0. They dropped for 3 spots this week. It's really a team with inconsistency. Does not have no the grits or something where we can relate about that. Other fact right now, the story over there, it's all about Patrick Marleau going to become the number 1 with the most game in NHL, going to go past Gordy Orr this week. So something, a great story to follow up. Number 27, another bad week for Columbus Blue Jackets, 0-2-1. They make a lot of trade last week. They trade their captain Nick Foligno to Toronto, David Savard to Tampa Bay. They are the mode to rebuilding over there, and we'll see what happens. But again, they did not do well last week, and they are going to be like this, I believe, until the end of the year. They lost also Werenski for the remaining of the season. Number 26, 2-1-0. Great weeks overall for them. Did not start with a great with a loss, but after that they came back strong. They beat also Montreal the last game 4-0. First shutout for them for the last 2 years. A team, up and down, but it's just great to see the development, their young players, and also the tennis stay with resilient to working hard. That's what he is, DJ Smith, and we have to give them credit. So they jumped at 3 spots this week. Another team, unbelievable so far, is the Detroit Red Wings. They are number 25th this week. First time they jump on so high in the ranking. The team was many times at the bottom, but the last 4 or 5 weeks, this team is unbelievable. Make a great big trade. They sent Anthony Manta to Washington and return of 2 big picks, and also Richard Panik and Vranek. So it'll be interesting to follow up Detroit, but I'm I can see the future is so bright for them. Number 24, unbelievable Buffalo Sabres. And a team like Detroit struggled for 18 games since that. Granado behind the bench. This team is looking great. 2-1-1 again. Detroit, Taylor Hall does not affect them. It's just, for me, it's the reborn of Ramus Dahlin right now. Make a big fun for Buffalo. Number 23, the Coyotes have a very bad weeks again last week, 1-2-0. They're fighting right now with to keep their spot, the fourth and the West Division with the St. Louis Blues. They have to keep going on now. They will come back. Cooper and Darcy Cooper between the pipes are helping them. But it's a team right now, they need a little bit more consistency, or a little bit more like winning, a little bit more back-to-back games, something like that. They struggle a lot. Chicago, 2-1-0, it's not bad, but again, it's a team right now for the last few weeks, they struggle, and they fight right now with the Nashville Predators to be in the playoff. Most of the year, they was in the fourth, but Nashville have a very great stretch. About the last 20 games, they have lost only 4 times. Chicago is going to be like this until to the end. Patrick Kane and Lankinen have an amazing, great year for them. So it'll be interesting if Chicago can make the playoff at the last minute. Calgary Flame, maybe a good week for them. 2-1-0 after struggle. They do well against Montreal Canadiens this week. And they beat also Toronto and Montreal. So overall pretty good. They jumped for 2 spots, number 21, and now they fight for the survive to make the playoff and try to pass the Montreal Canadiens. They have a big week for them. They play Montreal 3 times, so it'll be interesting what they're going to do. For them, it's about consistency. They need more from Shane Monahan for sure. Vancouver returned and finally after 2 weeks on the ice. They won yesterday again the Toronto Maple Leafs and OT after losing 2-0. They came back 3 goals. Bo Overat was unbelievable, but the start of the game was really Brendan Holtby between the Pirates have an amazing, great game, and Vancouver surprised again Toronto by a score of 3-2 and OT. So they are back now. We won't see what they look like during this week. The St. Louis Blues, number 19, they dropped for 1 position. 0-2-0. A team right now, they need win. They need to pass the Coyotes. They still have 2 games in hands to come back in the playoff situation, the West Division. So it'll be interesting. They don't do well for the last 10 games. But again, they need more consistency. They need more for Tarasenko. The offensive is off. And we'll see what they're going to do this week. The Dallas Stars have a really great week. Again, the team we mentioned every time they don't go nowhere. They find a way to get a point. They find a way to win. They find a way to come back now in the race for the spot in the Central Division. They are 2-0-1. Great weeks for them overall. But again, them is about one word for them. And consistency. They need to match. To get 4, 5, 6 W. To catch up Nashville and Chicago. Finally, number 17, the Philadelphia Flyers, 1-3-0. It's a team right now struggles at the beginning of the year. Injuries, goaltending was not very great. Carter Hart and Brent Elliott. And overall, it's a team they have no chance right now. The Rangers passed them. Now they are number 6 in the East Division. It's going to be hard until the end of the season. And will be interesting what the Flyers are going to do during the off-season. Number 16, Montreal Canadiens right now stay at the spot they was last week. Very strange week. They got 2 W, but they don't play well this week. Other fact, they beat Toronto at the beginning of the weeks. They lost 2 games. They lose 1 game against Calgary, 4-1. They was flat. They beat them after that 2-1, and then another bad performance against Ottawa Senators. They got destroyed by Ottawa 4-0. I don't know. I have no answer for them. Cannot score. They really struggle right now. They are in danger to lose their spot in the playoff and the North Division. The New York Rangers, amazing weeks again, 4-0-0, Panarin, Buchnevich, Andy Fox, Shevkestin. This team is on fire, my friend. They are back and maybe to reach a spot in the East Division. I love to watching them. Just a great team to watch. They are entertaining. Their speed, they score a lot of goals. It's fun to watch the Rangers right now. Number 14, Nashville 1-1-0. Play only 2 games this week, but they have a great run for the last 20 games. Like I said, they came back from far. Now they are number 4 in the Central Division. Possible they make the playoff. We'll see. But really, Nashville doing well. To be honest with you, so give credit for the players and also the staff over there. Number 13, the Pittsburgh Penguins, 1-1-1. Not bad weeks. I dropped them to 3 because other teams have a better weeks. But again, it's a team going to be in the top 15 at the end of the year. Right now, they're starting to feed the hot from the Boston Bruins. They are doing well right now. The Heat behind their back for right now for Pittsburgh. They have to look behind because Boston's coming very close to them. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to act. Number 12, the New York Islanders, 1-2-0. You know, Varlamov's not doing well over there. Palmieri and Zajac, they had to adjust with the team. I dropped them at 2, and that's a team with Washington and New York, with Pittsburgh and Boston. The first 3 struggled this week, and Boston took advantage of that by winning 4 of their game. So right now, Islanders, Pittsburgh struggle in their 8th division. The Florida Panthers, great weeks after a passage of the 3 loss. They have 2-0-1. They beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. They lost against them in OT. And a great weeks for them. They are 2-0-1. They are back again in the top position in the Central Division with Carolina, Tampa Bay. And I just thought they were going to fall, but now they find a way to stay there. Now that with new players, Bennett, Kusev, Montour, this team is on fire right now. We'll be interesting what they're going to do this week against Columbus. The Boston Bruins with the New York Rangers, the best team of the week in Minnesota. They are 4-0-0. I jumped them at 3. I passed them, Islanders and Pittsburgh. They are doing well right now. And we'll see what's happening with Tyler Hall in their lineup. I know he scored 2 goals so far the last 3 games. And it'll be interesting this team going to go. Number 9, unbelievable what Minnesota Wild does since the beginning of the year. 3-0-0 again, Kaprizov on fire. That team surprised. They're fighting for the first place in the West Division. They are guaranteed right now to make the playoff. That team is fun to watch, like the Rangers. And the rookie of the year, Kaprizov right now is doing so much good over there. Zuccarello, and you know, I can mention a lot of players over there. And the goaltending doing well. The Winnipeg Jets have a so-so weeks, 2-2-0. Inconsistency for them this week, up and down. It's the team missing right now, the captain Blake Wheeler. And again, I did not do any big change during the trade deadline. They only got Jordy Ben for the Vancouver Canucks. And that's the team's going to be there, the top 10 in the NHL. It'll be interesting to see that again during the playoff. They lost against Edmonton the last game, but if the team can create some trouble a first round during the playoff in the North Division. Washington Capitals, 2-0. They make a big trade for Anthony Manta, score 4 goals so far, doing well. Just have to see what's going to do with him in the next couple of weeks. But as a team need to find a way to win and to come back on the W road right now. Number 6, the Edmonton Oilers play only 1 game because all the problem with the Vancouver schedule because of COVID-19. Oilers are 1-0-0. Would be interesting to see them, but now they are put number 6. First time they are the top 6 in ranking this year, and they are jumping from 1 spot. So good performance. McDavid passed the 70 point right now, and Tresol is over 60. Amazing, great year for both. And Mike Smith is unbelievable. Another strong, not strong, but another week where Tampa now doing well. That's their third weeks back-to-back right now. They play barely for 500. They now reach 500 this week. 1-2-0. They lost both game against the Florida Panthers. They win one game, they lose one game. But there's a team struggle right now without Kucherov and Stamkos. I keep them number 5 of the week, and we'll see what's happening. Number 4, another team right now jumped down from 2 spots. Toronto Maple Leafs, really, after a 9-0-1, they got 0-2-2 this week. Last 2 games on OT, last 2 games again, 1 game against Montreal Canadiens, and it's a team right now searching for some answer. I think this answer is because their goaltending situation with no goaltender number 1, and Gamble this week dropped their streak of 11-0-0, stopped by the Montreal Canadiens. Number 3, the Carolina Hurricanes jumped from 1 spot, 1-1-0 last week. They're still number 1 in the Central Division in front of Carolina, again Tampa and the Florida Panthers. Team looking great. I love this team. I think this team is going to be well. I believe they're going to finish number 1 in the Central Division. Overall, we have a big game Monday night against the Tampa Bay Lightning. It will be interesting going to you. Number 2, the Vegas Golden Knights. They are on fire, my friend. They win the last 6 games, 4-0-0 this week. They are number 2 in the West Division. They're looking great. They're looking good. Pacioretty already 22 goals. Stone is on fire, 53 points right now. And Fleury continues what he did since the beginning of the year, and looking great. And everything looking good over there, to be honest with you. And finally, the number 1 top ranking for a second week, the Colorado Avalanche. They are 2-0-0. Unfortunately, they have to stop this week because of the COVID-19 they got. And it's our second time of the year they have to stop for a couple of days. We'll see until when. But it's not looking good over there again. But this team is on fire. They are number 1 in the West Division. The Colorado Avalanche, they won the last 4 games. This team is just, you know, unbelievable. And they trade a lot at the deadline. Joe Sakic bring experience like Carl Soderberg. They trade also for another goaltender, David Dubnyk, for San Jose. It's a team right now, I believe they have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. For me, I took them to win the Stanley Cup this year. But at the end, we'll see how they're going to respond after another stop because of COVID-19. So my friend, this concludes another great ranking, power ranking by the Hockey Nation Live Show. And I look forward to hear from your comments below this video. Tell me what you think, whether I make some mistake, what you think I should get better. And at the end of the day, just wanted to remember you. One thing we have in common, we have what? Greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great week. Look forward to see you next week for another Power Ranking NHL. Bonne semaine, les amis. On se revoit la semaine prochaine, lundi prochain.